You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly. You have successfully joined the webcast. Please stand by. The meeting will begin shortly.
Look in my bag, probably not.
Good morning. My name is Bob Duffy, and as chair, I now call to order the meeting of the directors of the Erie County Stadium Corporation for Monday, December 1st, 2025. I'd like to note for the record that this meeting is being webcast. We welcome public comment on today's agenda items. I will note for the record that the public was given the opportunity to comment on the agenda items by submitting their written comments by 3 p.m. on Friday. I'd like to state for the record that no comments were received from the public concerning today's agenda items. I will also note that we do not have members of the public attending today's meeting. The directors have received the relevant written materials in advance of today's meeting and are free to ask questions at any time. Before we begin with the substantive portion of the meeting, I would like to ask the directors whether anyone has any potential conflict of interest with respect to any of the agenda items today. If so, I'd ask that you make the appropriate disclosure now for the record at this time. We'll then make sure that you can recuse yourselves from any discussion or vote regarding such items. Any responses? None? Hearing none. Our first order of business is the approval of the minutes for the directors' meeting of September 8th, 2025.
So move.
Second. Any comments, additions, or deletions? None. We got a second. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? That passes. Thank you. The motion carries. I will now ask Steve Bernelli, the corporation's president, to present our final agenda item, a request for the corporation to, among other things, acquire and lease additional real property in connection with the Erie County Stadium Civic Project. Steve?
Great, thanks. Good morning, everybody. Back in March of 23, the board here affirmed the Erie County Stadium Civic Project General Project Plan and authorized the corporation's involvement in the design and construction of the new Highmark Stadium. Over the past 30 months, a number of revisions have been proposed for the project since the original agreements were executed. While none of these are considered significant concerning the project or require us to amend the general project plan, several of the changes do require amendments to the original project agreements. These proposed revisions were reviewed and approved by the National Football League on October 11th of this year and by the Erie County Legislature a couple weeks ago on November 20th. These revisions include the transfer of an 8.16 acre parcel that adjoins the current stadium complex. This will be transferred to the Stadium Corporation and then leased back to the Bills as part of the overall lease deal. This is a piece of property the Bills purchased after the first agreement is in place, and so it's just been sort of in limbo. No reason to transfer it to the county to transfer it back. They also plan to retain the administration building, which was built back in 1973 as part of the original stadium. It's down at the east end. That is, was originally proposed for demolition, but will be retained. There's the addition of the shuttle bus drop-off and pickup for the NFTA. It's part of their Metro Game Day Express shuttle service. There's also the addition of 2 exterior markets for food and beverage. Those will be within the gate for game days. There have been miscellaneous minor changes to the auxiliary building. And then item 6 here is to convey to ECSC the entire stadium upon completion of the new stadium. So originally it was contemplated that the new stadium property would be transferred to ECSC upon substantial completion, and the current stadium would be transferred upon demolition. But we're going to do all the transfer here upon substantial completion. There are some amendments to the 2013 master lease as well as the stadium lease, basically to coincide with the current project schedule. There's also execution of an agreement to provide pedestrian and vehicular ingress and egress from Southwestern and Big Tree through a portion of the current SUNY campus. There's also execution of agreement for the construction, operation, and maintenance of 2 wet ponds, stormwater retention basins, basically, as part of the discharge for the project. And then finally, there's some correction to the amount of soil that was excavated from the stadium that will actually be transported and leave the site. So given these revisions, Erie County, which was the lead agency, tasked its engineering consultant to undertake a supplement assessment of these changes to determine if they would warrant any amendments to the previously issued negative declaration or any other changes to the secret determination. Back in September, their consultant issued a technical memorandum outlining the considerations made and that the prior negative declaration could be reaffirmed with no amendments. Therefore, there's no further action by this board as it pertains to seeker. ESD's non-discrimination and contractor and supplier diversity policies will continue to apply just as they were back in 2023. So the directors are requested to, 1, authorize the corporation to acquire and lease additional real property. 2, to authorize the corporation to enter into all agreements necessary. And 3, to authorize the corporation to take all related actions. Based on the foregoing, I recommend approval of these requested actions.
Thank you, Steve. Any questions or comments?
Yeah, I got a question. With the demolition of the stadium, how did that happen that it got knocked out of the contract from Turner over to Arc?
I mean, it was ultimately the Bills' decision to do it. They're going to pull it out of the of that scope of work and then pay for the demolition directly themselves. So they went ahead and gave it to a different CM.
Yeah, I know that, but they took the ADR program out of it to do that. And when they did that, it made it just harder for WMBEs to bid the job because now they got to pay the comp on it.
Right. Well, I know that was, they tried to work that out, I believe, in the updated PLA. That was one of the items that I don't think.
No, it got knocked. They got knocked out, and they're still putting the medical trailer there, which is great, and the mental health person, which is great. But it's still, the WMBEs are tough to get because of the comp. The comp is 30% of their payroll, and they eliminated that with the ADR program. And so I don't know how they just got how that happened that they got to be able to do that. How can they say, okay, we're going to do it like this and that's it? You know?
Yeah. Again, the construction, the demolition is all under the direction of the Buffalo Bills in terms of how they want to break that out.
All right.
Other questions, comments? Okay. I can entertain a motion for approval.
Make a motion to approve.
Second? Second. Any questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. And there'll be no further business. I have a motion to adjourn this meeting.
So move.
Second? All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you,
Meeting's
everybody.
adjourned.
So what happened?
Long drive for that meeting.
So they gave
It was peaceful.
Turner had shot, and for some reason, it's still.